Hey guys, how are you doing? I just want everybody to know this is not how I saw our week being planned out this week. This came up pretty unexpectedly, but we have some new friends, some new arrivals here, guys. And it's a situation we kind of had to step into. Anytime somebody's in trouble or the dogs themselves are in trouble, and this is on a local level. So let me go through this. You guys know this little girl right here. This is Miss Butters up there. Buttergreen, Miss Butters. Pretty lady. And right over there, Star Lord. And why are you guys important? Well, these two came from the same extended family as our three newest arrivals. They are all bonded. They are here together. It's a long, sad story, guys. Like I said, local. We've already rescued Butters, Bear, and Star Lord from them, and it's their extended family. It's some of these were Butters was her father's dog who passed. He passed away. And then Star and Bear, I believe, were hers or her daughter's dogs. And she's going through a lot right now. This was a couple years ago we rescued them. And we knew they had some others through the extended family. Her brother had some, and her mom, et cetera, et cetera. So it's one big Chihuahua family, Miss Butters. But anyway, so just a few weeks ago, she ends up undergoing surgery. It's on her back. She can barely walk now. There's complications, infection. It's terrible. She looks like she's in a lot of pain. She's got to go back in and possibly drain it. This is in her spine, so that's not good. Anyway, but these are not her dogs, and that's not the reason she's giving them up. These are actually her brother's dogs, and I don't know all the specifics, and I did ask if I could share, just the brief stuff with you. But her brother just went to jail. I do not know what for, but unfortunately, these poor guys don't have anybody to watch out for them anymore. The lady who we rescued, the first time from Michelle, she lives in Maryland now. She actually lives further away from where they were than I do. I don't know for how long, but it looks like they were living by themselves since he's gone to jail. Now, of course, it looks like they come check on him and all that, but these poor little guys are stuck with no owner. His sister can't take care of them because of all her medical problems that she's going through. Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm terrible at introductions. Everybody, this is Hope. Say hi, Hope. This is Snowy. Hi, Snowy girl. And then up here, hey big guy, Gizmo, sweet senior. So Gizmo's 14 years old, guys. He has no teeth and a tiny little mass on his chest. Hope is 8 years old. Snowy, she's got a little hot spot on her butt. But other than that, they all look like they're in pretty good shape. There's no fleas or anything. Snowy's 10, Hope is 8, and Gizmo's 14. And they're just the sweetest little dogs. But so why does this require me stepping in, guys? And this is so hard. I know we're capacity, so what do you do in a situation like this? You just do you turn them away, or you suck it up and just work a little harder? And there's another 10 minutes a day that I won't get to myself per dog. That's kind of how I look at it, and that's okay because I'd rather spend it with them anyway. So the reason this is important, I couldn't even turn this poor woman away and say no, we can't do it. Go to one of your local shelters because the shelters are all full. They're literally at capacity. The one closest to their home just put an announcement up because I follow them on Facebook that they're not taking any more intakes for the indefinite future. So what do you do with all these dogs now? I mean, guys, it's an epidemic across the country. And so before you go sitting there and bad mouthing me, and I don't mean this from my fan base, my local fan base, but those who don't quite know what's going on, and you see this, and on the surface it's easy to take jabs. Just understand it's like, what do you do in this situation? You want to step up, you want to help the people, you want to, they're sweet people and you hate to see what's going on, but most importantly, they care for the dogs and you want to help the dogs out. And they're just beautiful, adorable little dogs. They don't need to suffer, and they don't need to be put in a shelter, if they could even get in, and they don't need to be separated. So once again, what do you do? So this is where we're at, guys. We're just, like I said, it wasn't our plan. We are at capacity, so please stop asking me to help. I don't mean that to be rude. It's very overwhelming. But being that these guys are local, I want to have more of a local presence anyway. We're going to start doing a lot more locally to build our name up. There's certain things that we're doing, adjusting around here. Trying to have more presence in the local area, helping out and so forth. I mean, if I can't clean up our own backyard, how can I help abroad? So that's kind of where we're going now. We're kind of restructuring and looking at, ways we can do better on a local level before we get our big dreams and goals with trying to open a new sanctuary and then start a whole new organization and all that stuff across the country. So anyway, welcome, Miss Hope, Miss Snowy, and Mr. Gizmo. Pretty babies. So they're going to sit up here and decompress. We've introduced them to Star and Butters, and everybody seemed pretty unimpressed. So we'll slowly introduce them to guys, but we're going to decompress in here for a little while. Gizmo is fixed, so we don't have to worry about that. None of them are vaccinated, so we'll have to get their vaccines done. And these two pretty ladies, you're going to need to get your spays done, aren't you, sweethearts? I know, but look at this, guys. You can see just how, I mean, this is like, I didn't get my normal schedule with them. I literally just picked them up an hour ago, and they're so close to home, and there was 3 of them, so I didn't want to take a chance of getting treats in the car with 3 and making a mess. So we just came straight home. But in that short half an hour period, right, guys? Are we buds? Are we friends? That's how sweet you babies are. I know. And they are. They're adorable. So welcome to the family, Hope, Snowy, and Mr. Gizzy. Gizmo. That's it.